Hey guys, I'm here with my client Vanessa Alvarez from South Florida. Welcome, Vanessa.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. I know you're busy, you have a baby, and you took the time to be here. And we're going to do a role play today on price objections. So I just want to explain to the people watching just give context to the role play we're going to do. So you and I spoke about you are an expired listing. Yes? I
Right.
You were on the market for 6 months. You were priced at 399,000. The house didn't sell. I called you over the phone. You agreed to meet with me. I went out. I made my listing presentation, which is focused on what do I do differently. You have all my scripts because you're my client. What I do differently, because
Mhm.
that's an expired listing who's been through already a bad experience of not having the house sell with another agent. They don't want the same thing again. You have to stand out because from their perspective, it's like, what are you going to do that my other agent didn't do? So that's a huge piece of the presentation. And then we get to talk about price. We go through the market analysis, the market conditions. So now we're talking, you are the expired listing, I'm the agent. I show you
Okay.
all the comparables. I explain to you what's happening in the market and how we have growing inventory. And all the comparables show that we need to price this property at 350,000 in order to sell it. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you to sign. Let's go ahead and sign. And then you're going to give me some objections. Okay.
Okay.
We're good. This is just so the people watching know what we're doing here. Because like, okay, what is this? Right? Okay. So Vanessa, let's go ahead and price the property at 350,000. I'm writing it down so we can go ahead and get it sold for you. And I'm handing you the pen and asking you to sign. Let's go ahead.
Well, actually, there was another agent that I interviewed that told me they could get me the 399 that I wanted.
Oh,
So I'm not sure that I'm ready to sign at 350 right now.
interesting. So basically, Vanessa, obviously you're your property expired. So I'm sure you got a lot of calls from real estate agents. And
hmm
did you actually meet with this agent that told you they would list it at 399?
No, they sort of just told me over the phone what my property is worth and that they
Okay.
could guarantee me that 399.
Really?
So I
Yeah.
might just interview them.
Okay. Just curious. When they say they would guarantee 399, what did you ask them? What kind of guarantee do they give you with that?
No, I didn't ask them that,
Yeah,
but I
because
think maybe I will interview them so they can explain maybe.
yeah, that you know what, and I would imagine, Vanessa, that that you value your time, and you obviously don't want to waste time just entertaining agents. It might be a good idea to actually call this agent and ask them over the phone because I was going to ask you, did this agent tell you they could sell it for 399 or they're willing to just list it at 399 because you don't want to just list it, you want to get it sold, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I
you
mean, they
already
didn't really specify now that I think of it.
right. Yeah, well, because there's huge difference, and you know it better than anybody else. You don't want to have your house sit on the market for another 6 months. You want to make sure that you sell it for the most money this market will give you, and you want to do it in a relatively small amount of time. You don't want to continue to waste months and months as the inventory continues to grow and prices start to stabilize and perhaps even go down in the next few months, right?
Right.
Yeah. And Vanessa, one thing that I wanted to mention to you is there are a lot of agents that would be willing to actually take your listing at 399. And when you think about it from their perspective, the higher the price they tell you, the more you tend to like them because you want to sell your home for the most money possible. But again, it's about selling it, not just listing it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, and there's a very logical reason why agents are willing to take listings at prices that they know won't sell. Because Vanessa, I don't know if you're familiar with this information, probably not, because you're just a homeowner desiring to sell your house, you're not an agent. But Vanessa, listings are the single best source of buyers for agents because when an agent takes your listing at 399, they put it on hundreds of websites, they put a sign in front of your home, they may do some open houses, and all of this marketing they do bring in a lot of buyers for them. Now, you looked at the market analysis with me, right? We looked at the other homes that are for sale and the ones that have recently sold in your area. And regardless of what this agent told you about the price, when we look at the actual market analysis, you could see how every every evidence in the market analysis is pointing to 350,000. You were able to see that, right?
Yeah, but I think my house is still a little better, and I think we really just. How about if we just list it at the 399, and then if we don't get any action, then maybe we can lower it after?
Yeah, and that's an option, Vanessa. And if you don't mind, I'd like to share with you why pricing it higher than what it will actually sell for can end up costing you money. May I explain?
Sure.
See, what happens, Vanessa, is when you look at the other properties that are for sale in your area right now, you have a beautiful home, no doubt about it. And yet, there are several, and we looked at them together, several other properties for sale that are very similar in square footage, number of bedrooms and baths, location, condition to your property. And there's one asking 360,000. Remember looking at that one is the corner lot on Main Street?
Yes.
There's another one at 375. There's even one at 355. So my concern for you, Vanessa, and starting at a higher price is that a buyer will look at your property at 399. Then they're going to go around the corner in your neighborhood and they're going to look at these other properties at 355, 360, 375. And you know how buyers comparison shop. If all things are equal and your property is very similar, beautiful home, and those are also in great condition, about the same size. If you were a buyer, Vanessa, and you're comparison shopping, which one would you choose to buy?
I guess maybe the cheaper one.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a very value conscious society. If you're comparing apples to apples, you're going to choose the least expensive one. And so my fear is that by pricing it at 399, Vanessa, we might end up helping the competition sell. You don't want to do that,
Mm.
do you?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and price it at 350,000, Vanessa, so we can make sure that your home is the next one to sell right here in the neighborhood, because that is the goal, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and sign right here. Thank you,
Okay.
girl. Okay, so I want to say something because I had asked you to give me these two objections, and I feel like I didn't fully complete the first one, right? Why agents take listings overpriced?
Okay.
Because listings attract, and I was gonna bring that up, and then you talked about listing higher, so I just agents many times are willing to take listings at a higher price because listings attract a lot of buyers. And then it's the same concept of you're competing with other properties. The agent is going to show your house maybe at 399, maybe not, maybe they won't even show your house. They will take these buyers and say, oh, if you like this one at 399, wait until I show you the one down the street for 375. So you end up helping the competition sell, and the agents
Mhm.
are just having your home sit on the market so they can find buyers to sell other properties to. So basically, and a lot of agents do that. They know at 399 it's not going to sell, but hey, I'm going to be able to do open houses. Buyers walk in, I'll get sign calls, I'll get internet calls, and I'll take those buyers and sell them something else. You don't want to do
Mhm.
that. So that's part of the script we could have gone into also.
Yeah.
I
No,
s-
and that's good. That makes a lot of sense that I never thought about. So that's a really good point to bring up when they mentioned that about another realtor will sell it for more or told them they could sell it for more. That's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Always fun. Thank you. We got a live call in 10 minutes, Vanessa. So I will see you shortly. Thank you for taking the
Okay, see you there. Thank you so
time.
much. Bye,
Bye bye.
Jackie.
Thanks. Bye bye.